Hi, it's September and many of the insects of the season have come and gone. But there's one insect that's very interesting and seems to peak in September. It's found on the beech trees and it's called the Beech Blight Aphid. Jaden and I have decided to come to Ivy Creek today to see if we can find some as we walk along the Red Trail. Please come along and join us for our adventure. August through October are the prime months to find the Beech Blight Aphid. As their name implies, they're found on beech trees, and to help identify a beech leaf, here are a few notable characteristics. The leaf is generally oval with a conspicuous point at its end. The veins are very straight and strongly paralleled, each with a smaller little point at the end. The bark on a beech tree is smooth and light gray and is actually thin, which is good because that's easy for the aphids to penetrate. If you want to find a colony of the Beech Blight Aphids, walk along the forest in an area where the ground is not hidden by a lot of underbrush. The first sign that these insects are present is a black-gray sooty spot under a beech tree. That's what you're likely to notice first. It's sort of similar to the powdery gray ashes from a campfire. Look directly above the gray spot and you'll find a small branch covered with Beech Blight Aphids. Often the aphids are less than 10 feet above the ground, but they may be higher. I've seen them up to 30, 40 feet. There will be so many that it's almost like snow. There are 3 players in the Beech Blight Aphid drama you need to know about. The beech tree moves a mixture of water, sugars, and nutrients from the roots up through its vascular tubes located just beneath its bark. The aphids, out on a narrow branch, penetrate the thin bark with their tube-like mouth parts and suck in this mixture. Since there's not many aphid-friendly nutrients in this mixture, they have to process a lot of it to satisfy their needs. And so, they must excrete a lot of this sugary liquid, the honeydew, which then falls to the ground. The sooty mold thrives on this food source and creates a gray spot. So that's the background and facts and figures, but now let's get to the fun and entertaining part. Blow your breath on the aphids and they start dancing in unison. A few taps on the branch with your fingers also works. Here you can really see how much honeydew rains down. The dancing is believed to be a defense to frighten off predators, but it's quite amusing and surprising if you haven't seen it before. In fact, another name for this insect is boogie-woogie aphids due to this dance-like performance. If you look closely, you may see various sizes. There are tiny ones crawling around here, the small and greenish ones, much larger ones with the waxy white filaments that they like to wave in the air, and there are still larger ones with wings. These may be the adults that fly off from mating. One might assume that all these aphids would be devastating to the beech tree, but there are indications that this isn't really the case. Some studies imply there may actually be a possible benefit. It's possible there's a special relationship among the various participants here that benefits all the players. Also, take a look at these photos. The left-hand one, taken in 2017, shows a specific branch fully covered with these aphids. And in the right-hand photo, the very same branch a year later, in 2018, shows everything quite normal and healthy. I'll include a few links on this aspect in the video description below. thank you for joining us today. We hope you've enjoyed our video on the beech blight aphids. And more than that, we hope that you've been inspired to come out and get into nature yourself. Bring a friend, bring a child. As they say, a joy shared is a joy made double. So we'll see you next time, and until then, take care. Anything you'd like to add to that, Jaden?
Make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe.